If you get an overnight alternate side parking ticket, you won't have to pay a single penny, at least for the time being. News 8 Now's Tyler Jobe explains why the La Crosse Police Department is scaling back on parking fines.
We are 8 days through December, yet there is still not an inch of snow on the ground.
I really don't see the point in ticketing people for having to move their car when it's completely unnecessary right now.
Orion Rowan has been advocating on social media for the city of La Crosse to end alternate side parking.
It's not the system that fits our needs anymore.
Well, now it appears city leaders are taking his and other people's complaints to heart.
So I really applaud their efforts, in listening to what we had to say.
The city is keeping alternate side parking, but the PD is not going to issue fines for the time being.
The $15 fine will resume once the plows hit the street, once the snow hits the ground.
Assistant Chief of Police Rob Abraham says city workers will continue sweeping up the streets.
We still want voluntary compliance.
Rowan thinks the city should switch to a snow emergency route system.
There's cities like Minneapolis that have in place the snow emergency route, or have the snow emergencies in place.
Abraham says La Crosse tried this method before on college campuses.
It was a colossal failure.
The problem?
Because there was no compliance. And then people complained that their streets weren't plowed.
More than 4,500 citations have been given out since November. About a third of those came with a fine.
It certainly has nothing really to do with money and money grab, as some people want to claim.
This wouldn't be a problem, Abraham says, if people just listened.
No one would ever receive a single citation if they simply just followed the rule and the law, and that being moving your vehicle from one side to the other every night.
In La Crosse, this is Tyler Jobe, News 8 Now.
So keep in mind, if you got a second ticket before the beginning of this week, you do still have to pay that fine.